Hello and happy Fridays. Welcome to the channel. This is Fridays with Brandon, and today we're going to go over how to use all the features of this Kaiweets, I'm not sure how you say it, circuit breaker tester, and we're going to take it to the field, talk about the different components. There's a previous video where I do the unboxing, kind of show what all these different accessories are, but here in just a second, I'm going to take you to a breaker. We're going to plug in this transmitter and take it to the receiver to find the breakers. So you can see I got the transmitter plugged in that outlet back there as I try to get the screen focused in on this receiver. And I'm doing this just so you can kind of see what it's going to look like when you start scanning. This has already been like kind of saturated, so I'm going to push this as reset, and you'll see it'll start going to active scanning mode. So this is what it looks like when you're scanning, and it's going to be in that green light. And as you go down and it sees a signal, you're going to see a red light. Now you're going to want to go through the entire circuit or the entire panel once. It should remember the strongest signal and only lock onto that. You'll see here it's locking onto two different ones with the red, but if you do look at the screen itself, it's not completely saturated on the breaker on the left, but on the breaker on the right, it is saturated. So when you go back and forth, you can figure out which breaker it is. And once I figure out where it's indicating the breaker, I flip it off, and you can see the LED light starts flashing. That indicates that the power is in fact dead there. Now one thing you can do is you can reset the circuit, and it won't tell because it holds on the 120 volts, but if you reset it, it'll actually go back to the dash line just like you're seeing here. That I'm going to change the wiring settings. So this is what good will look like, and you can see down here neutral, live, and E for grounded, and the voltage that we're getting. I'm going to pull out the neutral, and you can now see it says open, and you see the neutral is blinking. I'm going to put it back in, go back to correct. I'm going to pull out the live, and if it's already been live, it's not going to change, it's going to hold in this. But if you were to reset, click reset, and then you go live, you can see without the live or the hot plugged in, you get nothing. I will plug the hot back in, and we get this. I'm now going to reverse switch the hot and the neutral, and you can see it says reverse, and it shows neutral and live flashing. Go back to correct and pull out the ground, and now it says open and the ground is flashing. And you can see throughout the whole thing, the bottom LED lights will be red when things are awry and green when everything is correct. So pretty cool. I will test a GFCI later so you can see what that looks like. Okay, we're going to try GFCI test. And you can see it says pass. So it's happy, and it did trip the GFCI breaker. With this one, we're going to do non-contact, and I want you guys to see the screen. So I click that top button, and I'm going to hold it down to put it into NCV, or non-contact voltage, and that's what it will look like. I try to hold it up to the outlet. It can't test through the outlet, but I'll show you in a second over a wire. At the breaker, it does go off, but not at the outlet. Okay, got non-contact voltage, and we can see we do have voltage in the wire and what the screen looks like. Okay, and then the last feature on this guy is a flashlight. I'm not sure it's great, but in a dark environment, I'm sure you would be able to see your breaker. Okay, so that was my review of the Kaiweets circuit breaker finder. Overall, it's it's good. I don't know if it's quite a fluke, but it's great for a homeowner. Great tool to have because, I showed, you can test how your outlet is wired. Very easy to see all that. Great visual screen, and you can find breakers. It's a little more, gives you a lot more information than some of the Ampro versions that just give you a green or no green for breakers. You get that indication of strength. Overall, I think this is a great tool for an average home user. If you are interested, feel free to look in the description below. I will have a link that you can support the channel if you want to buy through that. Otherwise, leave comments below on what you think. If you've had one of your own, either good, bad experiences, I'd love to hear them. Thanks, and have a great week.